All right. So says that we are live. Says that we are on. Let's see. Hmm. Well, it's all right. I don't like how it looks like that, but whatever. We're trying something new here on Restream. Instead of using our normal streaming platform, which is StreamYard, we are switching up a bit, I guess, if you will. And we are trying to figure it out, huh? We're trying to figure it out, but so far everything is working. And yeah, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Uh, Another episode. We're on podcast. We are simultaneously on like 5 different platforms. 4 of them on Facebook, one YouTube. Um, so yeah, make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Whether we are on YouTube, Facebook, whatever we do, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Doesn't matter. It's all Big Sam Heard. Everything is a Big Sam Heard product. Big Sam Heard product. Big Sam Heard production. So yeah, we're here. We're trying to test this one out. See how it's looking. Um, I kind of don't like it like that. There we go. There we go. All right. So now I can see myself a little. Yeah. All right. But for those that just listen, thank you very much for just listening. Um, we're on podcast. Are we on podcast? Live in the Bone Zone, Big Sam Heard. The Pantry, a Big Sam Heard product. Whatever it is, we are out there. We are trying to provide you with content where hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoy it. If not, tough shit. All right. It is another day, and we're hoping to get somebody on here, but I guess not. Um, we're just testing this out. This would be, I guess, our third episode. Oh, this would be, I guess, my third episode with We're On podcast. And, we're just letting people know, reminding them that we are on and we are going to start booking. So if anybody is interested on being a guest or a special co-host on this podcast or whatever podcast, it doesn't matter. It's all a Big Sam Heard product. whoever is watching. Yeah, let me get a comment so I can make it pop up on this little screen right here to the right, or however that goes. I don't know if it's just gonna stay on there. This is my first episode with Restream. We've been doing what have we been doing? We've been doing StreamYard. We've been on StreamYard for the past 4 months. So now we are switching over to Restream, which is a different streaming platform for us to go live. We are live in the Bone Zone. We are on Are We On podcast. We are on with we're on podcast, and what else we're on? I believe we're on of course on my Steve Anthony Monreal TL page. So we are on 4 Facebook pages or 3 Facebook pages, my personal page, and we're also live on YouTube. So instead of us going simultaneously on just 3 pages, now we are on 5 different pages. So that's cool. Hopefully, our numbers will increase. Um, I hope so. If not, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But yeah, we should most definitely get you on an episode and talk about life, death, everything else in between. Um, I'm trying to get my privacy right on Facebook. I don't know why some of this stuff is popping up and some of it's not, but whatever. It's the whole process of getting on a new streaming platform, and that is Restream. So we're on Restream now. We are simultaneously recording on 5 different platforms. Well, 2 different platforms, but we're on 4 pages on Facebook and we are on 1 page on YouTube. So if you have not watched or subscribed on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Sam Heard. Also TikTok, or if you just want to listen to these podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Um, we got a few episodes on iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher. We're on several platforms, heard in at least 18 countries. So that's cool that those people that listen on Spotify, they are from different countries. So the Facebook love, appreciate y'all, whoever shows me love on Facebook. Whether you're watching on my personal page, which is the Steve Anthony Monreal TL page, or if you're watching on one of the or if you're watching on one of the what is that shit called? The Facebook pages like Live in the Bone Zone, Are We On, or We're On, because I figure I just put us on all of them. If they're going to be there, then they're going to be participating, and we are all going to be here together. My hair is kind of messed up. I have like a half bun. I have a habit of playing my hair, yo. Y'all do that? I kind of do that when I'm like, maybe like nervous or like, um, mainly when I'm like nervous, yo. So you ever see me playing my hair? It's because I'm nervous or anxious, or like a genuine or so anxious as. But yeah, this is I guess would be episode 3, season 1, new season. Or we're gonna start season 4. Should it be season 4 or should we just start all over with season 1? I say maybe we'll do season 1. I already have them saved as season 1, so that's what they're gonna stay as. This is season 1 of We're On podcast. If you watch on the Are We On podcast page, then this would be considered season 4. This is actually my 4th in real life season, but it seems like every season we're changing our name of our podcast or whatnot. Let me get some comments for those people that are watching, whether on Facebook or whatever page you're watching on. Let me get some comments. Let me get some love, just so we can see some comments pop up on that empty comment board right there. This is our first live stream on Restream. That is where I am being powered by. I'm being powered by Restream. We've been doing the StreamYard for a bit, but we decided to check different alternatives. Speaking of alternatives, I consume hemp on these lives, not marijuana, of course not. But at least I got an alternative. It is and it's mainly for, we're using it as a prop, as a merely a prop. And we're talking about getting you booked, whether you're a an artist, if you're an entrepreneur, an athlete, actor, actress, if you just want to talk, I'm here. We are most definitely booking. We're looking for anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. If you're willing to take the time out of your day, come over here, take a trip to the Bone Zone, and we will most definitely enjoy having you on, because that's what we do. We are on. We are on. We're most definitely on, and we do that a live studio audience right now. Live studio audience, give yourself a round of applause. Yeah. All right. Nice. Nice. So few things been on, really not much in the news. Brittany Garner, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. She was sentenced for 9 years in Russia. Like, that's some crazy ass shit, yo. Like, what, she just had some cards. It's not like she had like 100 cards or no shit like that. Supposedly, she was saying it was for um, personal use, if I'm not mistaken, not to sell it or no shit like that. But she still got charged with smuggling. So that's some crazy ass shit. Um, wow, yo, if you know you're going somewhere traveling, and if that shit is illegal where you're traveling, more than likely, if you get arrested, they're gonna. I don't know, man. I guess maybe she thought they weren't gonna take it serious because it's just pot. But that's fucking Russia we're talking about. Crazy, yo. Life is life is crazy. Life is wild. I don't know who's watching right now, but whoever's watching, whoever's listening, thank you very much. This is We Are On podcast, um, because we are on. Even though we might be live on the Ariane podcast page, we're also on the live in the Bone Zone page. We're not live in the pantry because that's going to be exclusively on YouTube, and also on the pantry page. Uh, maybe on my Steve Anthony Monreal TL page, because of course we got more friends on there, but sometimes it doesn't even show like that. It's like, damn, that's why we always got to show love to that one person that shows me love. So it's usually a few more people, but sometimes, okay, it is what it is, right? If these are public, you're more than welcome to share them. You're more than welcome to tell people how much this podcast is amazing, awesome. Uh, go ahead and toot that horn. That way I don't have to. All right. So hopefully everybody's having a good night so far, whatever we're doing, whether we're at work, getting off of work, at home, doing what I'm doing, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Where we at? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yes, I do got to remember we are here on the west side. Protect yourself at all times. Now, that actually goes for anywhere, yo. Nowadays, it doesn't fucking matter what side of town you live on. Idiots are fucking everywhere, yo. I tell you that. Like, for real, they're fucking everywhere. Idiots everywhere, everywhere. So we're gonna be hopefully we'll see how things go with these jobs, and we will be able to do the whole back and forth and back and whatnot, and be like, all right, hourly. Hopefully, it is all worth it. Um, we didn't want to have to do what we're going to be doing, but um, yeah, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Nah, I'm joking. We don't have OnlyFans. We're more like, no, the birds, the birds. Oh, the old awkward button, right? It's like, hey, man. No, but for real though, what we're going to be doing, if you see me there, just say hi. If you see me anywhere, just say hi. Um, whether you're traveling or whatever you're doing and you want something to eat before your plane, um, just say hi. Or if you want to see some nalgas, just not my nalgas, but somebody's nalgas, somebody's daughter, um, just mind your business. All right. Because it's going to be fun regardless. I need to catch up. I need to get a little better with these podcasts when it comes to promoting, when it comes to the artists, when it comes to what we do, when it comes to, of course, the content and how we deliver it to you. Um, Maybe we will get to more of like a, you know, not being so whatever the fuck we are. Like we don't fucking write shit down. We don't have like an agenda. We don't really like, we talk about topics, but they're mainly like just whatever the fuck pops up. We're not like, really have a set thing on what we talk about. But our niche is, we do talk about life, we talk about death, and of course everything else in between. So, um, and we do it all live in the Bone Zone. Of course, this is where we record our podcast. Um, Bone Zone is because I am a an avid Bone Thugs and Harmony listener. Maybe like an ambassador for Bone Thugs and Harmony. I wish they had ambassadors. I would love to be an ambassador for Bone Thugs and Harmony. But anyways, September 28th, they are going to be in San Antonio at the at the Aztec Theater. Uh, and I want to interview them either before the show or after the show. I need you guys here in the Bone Zone, whether four of y'all, three of y'all, one of y'all, two of y'all may position. Just let's have a good time. All right. That's why I do this to one day interview Bone Thugs and Harmony. I did have the privilege of interviewing AC Killer with CNO, Criminal Nation Organization, Criminal, yeah, Nation. Um, but yeah, that was a fucking amazing episode. And with AC Killer being an affiliate of Bone Thugs and Harmony, that right there was of course a step closer to getting those individuals, whether it's Stanley, Stephen, Anthony, or Charles. And of course, you can't forget about Brian. Um, but we get discouraged here. Um, we get discouraged here, live in the Bone Zone. That's of course like every other person, and doing these really pro bono and really doing you know, it takes time. It does take time. It takes, of course, whether you're like trying to promote stuff on your Facebook or your story, um, whatever. If you have a little bit more money and expenses, of course, you can have other people do some things for you. You can pay some people. when it comes to like having flyers and doing a little bit more. Of course, I am not at that level. I'm not compared to a bunch of other podcasts. Um, I may never get there, but what I have to do is I still have to maintain, be focused, and not really let what other people are doing affect me here, especially when we're live. Are we on? Yes, we are most definitely on. This is Are we on? We're on whatever. We're live in the Bone Zone. At the end of the day, it is all a Big Sam Heard product. And I'm going to continue to give you things, even when it comes to the food. We're going to give you a little bit of that. We're going to start doing a bunch of things. We want to figure out how we can really get you fed. And anyway, with real food, or with food for thought, or whatever the case may be. And especially when we get back in the pantry, like the pantry episodes, those are going to be a different, more not live in the Bone Zone. We're still going to be live, but it'll be just where we prepare, or actually where we gather um, our ingredients to prepare um, whatever meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, maybe some brunch. We're gonna serve you up some eggs Benedict or some shit. So I do want to actually cook while we are live, um, and see how I can do that. Of course, it's going to be all positioning on this fucking ring light, whether we have the camera down facing the stove or whatever the hell we do. Um, so yeah, and I don't have the nicest kitchen. It's not the best kitchen, and I don't use my stove. I like to cook everything on a little stovetop burner, because when I first moved in about 4 years ago, that's how I did everything. I got so used and accustomed to doing things a certain way that that stove, it just gets me off. It gets me off beat, off track, whatever the case may be. Um, but I do use it to like store the cooked food. Like whenever I cook it and it's still hot, I just put it in there and be like, there you go. I like that little burner, and I have the fryer. We have the little um, conventional oven, and hell, the microwave works as well. So as long as we get that shit done, uh, I never said that I'm a fucking exquisite chef. I never even said that I'm a fucking chef or no shit like that. But when you have a passion for something, you could do anything lovely and just move on, go about your day, because you do it because you love it, not because you necessarily do it as a day job. I wish I can really, really just be at my restaurant all day and just cook food for you and take a minute out of my day to actually host a show there at the actual restaurant, which is not even called a restaurant in it. It is just a museum that does not exist, but in my head, it most definitely does. That is where we serve the, in my world bacon, world famous bacon cheeseburgers. And what else do we do? Mavis. So Mavis wanted to join. She's here just on the other table, just chilling, looking at what I'm doing. Um, so what's up, Mavis? Do you have any questions? Mavis. Yes, Mavis, live in the Bone Zone. No? Yes? Hello? Do you hear me? Hey, Mavis. Meow, meow. I wish I had a cat button on here. No? We don't, huh? Well, I don't know what's her deal, but I guess she smells what I'm smoking. Do you smell what I'm smoking? Um, so yeah. Maybe she likes to get high. Maybe on some fucking what's that shit? On some hemp. Yeah, you want to smoke some hemp, man? You have any pets? You have any pets? Any animals? Any fishes? Any gerbils? Hell, do you live in a ranch and maybe own some pigs and chickens? And what else do they have? What else do they have in the fucking farms? You know, little pigs. Why did I say pigs? Oh, horses. Of course, you gotta have a horse if you're living in and out in a ranch. You ain't shit if you don't got any horses. It'd be cool to own a ranch and just get away. Be like, yes, I'm going to my ranch. You want to go to the ranch, Mavis? You could catch some rabbits out there, right? So we're on. We are on. We're most definitely on. Doesn't matter where you watch, just as long as you watch. We're gonna continue to give you the same thing, and we're gonna continue to just put you on, put people on. Hell yeah, I have roaches too. Um, I have roaches in my ashtray. Yes, most definitely. I have roaches. Um, but what are we doing? We are here. We're live in the Bone Zone. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, thank you very much. Whether you're family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass niggas, because yes, even a male can be a bitch too. For Shelby Baby, Michaela Mommy, it is I, Billy on the board with We're On Podcast. Doesn't matter. We're on. Whatever we do in life, we got to just let people know and remind them that we're going to be persistent with whatever we do. Even though we may have gotten a little bit discouraged and not wanting to proceed with the love of being, let's say, a podcaster. It's most definitely fun. It maybe we'll bring in some awesome people, whether they're artists, entrepreneurs, business owners, athletes, actors, actresses, hell, comedians. It doesn't matter. If you own a business, whatever business, a plumbing business, a fucking nail salon, it doesn't matter what you do. We want you here live in the Bone Zone. That way we can chop it up and yeah, and I can get paid. That's the main thing. So let's not forget that, because it's worth it and it is all a business. I know I may not be the number one voted podcast in the city of San Antonio, but it's all right. Even the small fries get into the bag. So we're gonna continue to do what we got to do for me, for you, for a bunch of people, because it's my job. First of all, it's my job to show you love. It is my job to provide, let's say, a type of services, whether it's a podcast or just like a talk show, maybe just a radio show for those people that just listen out in radio world, whether it's Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Got a few episodes on iHeartRadio. But what we're doing is mainly just here when we don't have a special guest or a special co-host, whatever you like to be called. Um, we still talk about life. We still talk about death, and of course, we talk about everything else in between. Um, we don't necessarily like do like trivia or no shit like that. because me myself, I just got my GED. I am not the brightest color in the box, but we still, make our point. We are still bold enough to, they would say, just talk shit or just have fun, whatever it may be. We do like to entertain you, provide, music from either Bone Thugs and Harmony, other, local artists here in the city of San Antonio. We're always trying to support and, put on, if you will, even though they may already been put on, or already on and already, established, when it comes to, let's say, being a verified artist or whatever you do. You know, hell, if anything, you can look out for somebody like me that just is really, really searching for somebody that, we get a lot of people that support us, and some more than others, but somebody that is willing to take a chance on somebody because they know the skill level, not necessarily just as a podcaster, but when it comes to the whole mind. And hopefully one day the actual business aspect of everything, because it is a business. Of course, granted, I'm not making what I would like to make when it comes to these podcasts and whatnot, but I'm gonna still, be humble, be patient, and most definitely not lose my faith when it comes to what we have, hopefully in store if everything does fall into place, and if everything does, work out in the right ways. But sometimes, there's not enough time in the day. Um, Sometimes they say, oh, you got to get your 8 hours of rest. That's what you have to do to be the most energized, or whatever the fuck, like Young Jeezy, he said in one of his songs that he can sleep when he dies. Like, I don't remember what song that was, but now I'm be thinking about it all day. um I could sleep when I die. um yeah, hands in the air. I think that's it. Hmm. Anyways, I'll get back to you on that one. I think it's the one. Hands in the air. Sky's the limit. Man, shout out to Young Jeezy, yo. I don't know what he's doing now, but either way, the Thug Motivation, that was some shit that really, really touched my heart, most definitely. So it's like you're a youngster and you listen to that, even though you're a diehard Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. That album and Bun B Trill, those two albums most definitely helped me throughout the way. A young adolescent. Now I was about, I don't know, what's that, 2005, 6, 7? What year did um that come out? Thug Motivation 101. Either way, much love. Whatever you guys are doing tonight, be safe. Much love to everybody. Whatever you're up to, whether you're at work, at the bar, at a home, taking a shit, just scrolling Facebook, because this wasn't of course, a planned episode. Um, a lot of those planned episodes are getting renamed, like instead of 210 live, 210 live, 210 live, it's just simply live at 210. And then what else are Get Your Mind Right at Midnight? That might still stay Get Your Mind Right at Midnight. Our Boom at Noon so far is still Boom at Noon. Um, but who knows? Um, Either way, we do have those three times that we usually get on, which is midnight, 2:10 in the afternoon, or what is that? Heck yeah. Upcoming dancer, choreographer. I like the choreographer, man. I If you're one of the gentlemen that performed, at the Smoke, then I have most definitely seen you before. Maybe not spoken or whatnot, but Mr. Rudy Valdez, much love to Rudy Valdez, Mr. Pimpin. Um, I like Mr. Pimpin. He's a nice guy. Him, Belowski, they most definitely bless the Bone Zone with their presence. Um, and they've been doing amazing things. So it does take time, uh, and it's a bunch of fun just being able to follow these gentlemen and seeing their lives, seeing how they you know get more love, get more fans, get more support on a daily. And even though for me, I want things to just happen overnight, I know that I really have to. They say, oh, hold your horses. I really got to hold my horses and try not to do too much, too fast. Um, yeah, because it's one of those things where when we do that, that's when we make mistakes. Um, but I do appreciate you, my good sir, Mr. Solis. Um, and we will definitely. I am looking for artists, entrepreneurs, you, my good sir, choreographers. I personally cannot dance. I have two left feet. I don't have, I just can never dance. I can't even two step, but there are some things that, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Um, but we will most definitely, um, work on something, getting you on, my good sir, because it's fun. Even if it's just for the whole, just talking. Uh, it's really entertaining, mainly because I'm here by myself. I do these by myself. We did, of course, have SMS where we woke up at 7 in the morning and did a show called Wake Up with SMS. Um, and then yeah, but then now it's just mainly me every day. Sometimes we get a few co-hosts. Once in a while, we do. Oh, everyone can dance. Well, I'm sure we all can dance, but when it comes to the rhythm or stuff, I just couldn't do it. But it's some are better than others. Some are better than others, but it is what it is. I know, and for me, it's one of those things because I know that I'm not good at it. I really don't do it. If I don't think I'm good at something, I really don't do it because I'm one of those persons where it's like either we're going to be one of the best at it. It's like that's why I don't play basketball. I am not the best at basketball, or tennis. You never see me play no damn tennis because I'm not good at it. But here maybe I'm not even that good at this of what I'm doing right now, these podcasts. But it is fun, and thank you. It says I could teach you a few moves, man. That would be cool. That would be cool. We could do it live. I'll make sure that I move these tables, or we'll do something. Um, but it's one of those things where when we live life, we learn to like see um, the actual progression from the person that we were yesterday. Whether it might take weeks, months, however long it takes, we're going to push through, and we're going to still continue to just be patient. Um, I'm trying to be as patient as I can. It's been pretty not too rough because I know that other people have it a little more rough, but decisions that I made that now puts me in a position to lose something. um it's like kind of hard when you're trying to weigh something out and it's like, what do I do? You're stuck. Sometimes you want to just give up. Sometimes you get depression. anxiety, really, really, you know, there it's like, well, you don't know what to do, right? Me, music. Some people, for them, when they get like that, they might dance to music, and that's something really nice because you can feel people in their movements and stuff like that. So that would be cool. Hell, who knows, right? Music and of course dancing, one and the same. Um, because I would say without, well, I'm sure you could probably, well, music with dancing without music, you know, I don't know what that would sound like. Well, it won't sound like anything, right? It'd just be, well, maybe like if you like doing some tap dancing and shit, like you can just do your tapping and that makes a noise and that. So yeah, tap dancing, shit like that. But still moving around with no noise, I guess you got to think of your own movements and stuff like that. But it's like right now, with whatever song is playing behind me. But for those people that are just listening in radio world, of course, you don't know that I'm playing a music video behind me. It is actually some crazy bone alone in a crowded room. Sometimes you ever feel like you're alone in a crowded room? I do. I most definitely do, and I am okay with saying that because I'm sure we've all been in that position. So what we're gonna do is listen to a little bit of "Alone in a Crowded Room." And of course, I didn't own the rights to this music, but I do very much support it. Yes, indeed, Crazy Bone, "Alone in a Crowded Room," September 28th, Aztec Theater. Let's go.
I just wish they leave me alone, and I ain't got time. It don't matter how much money you make, you can't buy mine. Can't buy mine. So crowded, so crowded, so crowded. It's so crowded, so crowded, so crowded, so crowded. It's so crowded, so crowded, so crowded, so crowded. It's so crowded, so crowded, so crowded, so crowded. It's so crowded. Now I've been spending time alone, talk to myself, and sometimes I might reply to myself, cause I rely on myself. The only time I feel lonely is when they all come around. Stop crowding me, please stop crowding me. Everybody act friendly, but it's really misleading. So deceiving, I'll kill it. I'm from Cleveland, I live it. I don't speak to demons, I don't talk to strangers. No, we don't feed the leeches, we don't walk with hate.
What you say?
We often hate them. Friends, how many of us have them? I'm talking about the friends you know that's everlasting. I'm talking about your friends that's gonna be there when you ask them. I'm talking about the friends that wants to carry your casket. So crowded.
Most definitely, man. Corona Solis, much love to you, my good sir. I appreciate, of course, Mr. Pimpin. Appreciate Mr. Pimpin for tagging you on that one post because um, maybe now we can, discuss something and you have a good night as well, my good sir. I appreciate you for listening, for watching for a bit. Um, and that's what we need to do is network and talk to people that you know maybe they've been on the podcast, maybe not. It's still just a bunch of fun to be able just to get on and talk about whatever. Well, not necessarily whatever. There's some things that we try not to talk about, mainly just because this world is very sensitive, so we get blocked or fucking um, we go to Facebook jail or some shit like that. I've been actually really good with staying out of Facebook jail, but I'm gonna knock on wood. I am gonna knock on wood though because I say that and then all of a sudden, all right, cool. So Corona Solis, first podcast that is cool. And you know what? Like even if like it will be good practice, like a first podcast that way, when you go on another, one, you at least have that one. It's like, well, of course, we all remember losing our virginity. So, hell, maybe this would be a podcast that you would remember, and it's one of those cool things. So, I do appreciate you, my good sir. Hopefully, you do have a good night. It is Friday. We're gonna have a good weekend, and tomorrow noon we're gonna be getting our fingerprints. So you will see me at the airport. Don't worry about what we're gonna be doing, but just know that if you get hungry, um, I will be there with Whataburger in hand. Okay, so that'll be fun, right? And at night, I'm not even gonna say a word. So it's gonna be a bunch of nalgas, bunch of beer, bunch of wings, probably a bunch of Southsiders. But fuck it, eh? Fuck it, eh? We're gonna have fun over there at South Park. So yeah, we're gonna hit you with that deuce apple juice. Probably in a few. Um, it's not even midnight yet. Damn it. So we're on. We're on. We're most definitely on. Um, you know, I really don't really like understand some things. But I guess maybe we're not really meant to understand some things when it comes to like spiritual type shit. Um, of course, everything has to do with the world, but it's like when they say, "Oh, get out of the world," you got to get out of the world. Well, it's hard to get out of something when you're stuck in it. Like we're here. I know it's like, oh, some people say don't get on social media. Get off of the good old www. And just they would say, get off the grid. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get off the grid for a bit, bro. Um, but nowadays, this is how people communicate. This is how people do business. This is how people network. This is how people get paid. Um, so it does have its plus side, but if you're more of an old school type person, uh, maybe just been in jail for a long ass time and you have no idea what the fuck uh, phones are, how the fuck to work the Facebook. You be like, man, I still got a motherfucking spot, MySpace. I still got a motherfucking MySpace. Um, or I know you probably have a Mocha Space. Hell yeah, y'all need to drop your Mocha Space tags in the comments. Is that what it's called? Your Mocha Space name ID? Well, I don't even. I never really fucked with Mocha Space. It's kind of like I don't really fuck with what's that new? It's not TikTok. No, I do TikTok. What's the other one? Snapchat. That's the one. Uh, I don't really do the Snapchat. We try on TikTok how to like we try to be TikTok famous, but it just isn't working for me. So we just stay here at home. Facebook is my home, my main source for advertising and promoting and content. So yeah, YouTube is coming up a little bit, but we do need more subscribers. Of course, Big Sam Heard is all you have to type in, and everything will be there. It is all going to be just all put together. Everything is separate, but it is all the same. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you listen to, long as you listen, you watch. Right now, we are live, of course, on YouTube. We are live, of course, on my Steve Anthony Monreal TL page, my personal page. We are live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Heard, and we're on. Are we on? And we're on. Just even though we didn't ask that question, but we are on, John. We are most definitely on, John. Yes, Johnny, are you okay? Are you okay, Johnny? Because we're gonna continue to do it. For you, for everybody that shows us love, for everybody that you know really appreciates the craft, the art, whether you're an artist or you're an athlete, whatever you do, you know, we like to bring that extra English, if you will, to that ball game and show you what we can do on that court. But me, really, that's best. At me actually getting on the court, no, your team is probably gonna lose. I could play defense a little bit, but shooting, don't fucking pass me the ball to shoot. I'll pass that motherfucker. I'll defense, but still, I'm a buck 50 wet. So yeah. Either way, um, yeah, we're gonna play a little more Crazy Bone. This is from the Crazy Melodies, Crazy Bone. This actually came out this
We
year.
are not the same. We are not the same. I don't need you playing around with my patience. Don't be hanging around with your fragrance. Cause you don't love me. I already know you don't love me. You don't love nobody but yourself. So maybe you need to go fuck yourself. So leave me alone cause I don't wanna be bothered. Leave me alone cause I don't care what they say. Hey, you really wanna try to play a nigga like a lame, huh? Sorry, homie, we ain't the same ones. Think about you jealous niggas for the niggas. This is for the BNB. Wanna be, you know how them deep flimsy. Pickle at the minimum. Then they pretend to be friends. I'm not a friend to them. Was never really into them. Look at just a character.
All right. Mainly because I do not own the rights to that music. Of course, we get muted, we get blocked. YouTube, we get hit with that copyright claim, but it's all good because it throws a tag in the description, if I'm not mistaken. And so far in radio world, we've been okay. So yeah, appreciate everybody for listening, watching. Uh, Mother, I love you, of course, not just today, but every day. Family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass niggas. Because yes, even the male can be a bitch too. For Shelby, baby, Michaela, mommy, it is I, Billy on the board. Um, I don't know what this is. We have a special. What do we put? Oh, let's get you on. Let's get you on. Right? We do because it gets kind of. It's like, who do you talk to? You're like, oh, we're over here talking to Mavis. Like, hey, Mavis. She's taking a nap now. How was your nap? How was your nap, Mavis? Oh well. I'm a horrible cameraman. Horrible cameraman. That's just to let y'all know. All right. But much love. Hopefully everybody has a good one. We already hit you with that deuce apple juice. That means goodbye. And yeah, look out for deuce apple juice. Probably dropping like next year, but at least it's gonna be there. Like actual juice cartons that say deuce apple juice. And that is gonna be a big Samurai product as well. So we're not just gonna have podcasts. We're gonna actually try to get into some catering things, some catering things. But we know that then we're gonna have to really use that stove. Um, Maybe rent out a kitchen to actually make everything in you know more quantity. um, so yeah, Sam Burger heard. Be like, yeah, I need 20 Sam burgers. Um, because usually here at the house I just do like six, but I make them all one at a time. Um, so yeah, but we're on a conventional, in a conventional kitchen. I'm sure we can kill it. And that'll be fun. Yeah. Okay. We don't have any unofficial sponsors. Mavis, you got any? PetSmart. She said PetSmart. All right. Your pets are smart at PetSmart. Hell yeah. I think they had some badass fish there. Well, not like nice looking fish. I did want some fish today. I wanted some Long John Silvers, yo. But they close at 7 in the dining room. I was kind of like, damn, man, I don't want to. All right, it is what it is, yo. You know, but yeah, we're done. We did everything we needed to do. We said everything we needed to say, unless the audience has any questions. The live studio audience, no questions. No, 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 no questions. Just applause, huh? Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. Whatever you're doing, we're gonna press this end stream button. This is our first time on Restream. We were recently on StreamYard. Um, that's where we are being powered by. But right now we are being powered by Restream. Gives me the power to stream on at least five, platforms. Four of those platforms right now are Facebook, and one is YouTube. So um, yeah, we are on. We are on. We are most definitely on. Uh, and yeah,